This year we won the games that we were meant to win. Like in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well. In the losing streak, who did we lose to in the losing streak? Where it was like,
all right, I'll tell you now.
Essendon for sure.
Collingwood, yeah. Well,
what
Collingwood,
put me on
Collingwood, I understand.
Yeah.
Melbourne, okay, I get it.
Adelaide would have been a part of it.
Adelaide, we just can't beat Adelaide.
So round 3 we won, right?
Brisbane Dogs.
GWS.
We didn't play well that game, but yeah.
Okay, round 4.
That was the start of it.
Beat North.
Oh.
Round 4 we beat North.
The start of the season was terrible. I remember saying in the chat group, like, we're lucky to be winning.
Yeah.
We are not looking good at all.
That ended up being a blessing.
Okay.
The points that we banked.
Yeah,
This was the start.
Adelaide was the first loss, wasn't it? Because it was second versus third or something, wasn't it?
Smashed.
Yeah.
Smacked.
118 to 62.
Smacked.
And I remember it because
so
my mate,
bad.
I got a mate in Adelaide, and he was sitting there just commentating the entire time. It's like, I actually feel sorry for you guys. I feel bad. I'm
Horrible.
like, yeah. All right. Adelaide. The next one really hurt me. St Kilda.
St Kilda. Oh, yeah.
22 points.
I remember it.
Yeah.
There were so many of those, like 16, 22, 24. They were all
Should have won it.
within a few goals, yeah.
Should have won it. You know what I mean? You look at the touches for the game. Chera, that's who we haven't spoken about. Chera and Hewitt.
What about him?
Nothing. We haven't mentioned them.
Chera. I thought he'd win the BNF, to be honest.
And who do you reckon Weeders was stiffed out of All Australian?
Yes.
Yeah? What do you reckon it is?
I honestly don't know.
He didn't start. He didn't have a really good start.
The start. Yeah, that's true. The start of his year wasn't great, but his stats, his stats compared to the
he's got
players,
Superman stats. Like,
compared to the players that got in that position, his stats were probably better. I think.
yeah,
He's a better one-on-one defender.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a fucking
Yeah.
gun. He's a gun.
I'll do a better job of what's it called, propping him up, getting his name out there a bit. It's hard to promote a guy that just.
Okay. We had a 108-point win over in WA.
Yeah.
Okay, moving
Paper
on.
over the cracks. Absolute paper mache.
Then we lost to Brisbane by 4 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was here too.
It was here.
These ones now were like really painful. Like we couldn't do it. There was like something that was like stopping them. They just couldn't break through. Then there was the Dogs, right?
Then it was, the Dogs by 20 points.
Yeah.
20 points. Really? Fuck. I've went to all these games, man. I've just blotted them out of my system.
Wait, so after the West Coast, I thought West Coast was at like the start of that run. Did we? So we lost games after that West Coast
we
win.
played West Coast twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that first win where we won by 100 and something, we lost a couple after that. Didn't we?
Yeah. Because
right.
we came out all inflated after that.
Yeah, fuck. I thought that was when the run started.
The 8 of 9 losses, the 1 of 9 wins in that 9-game stretch was West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember saying it means nothing. It's West Coast, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, none of us thought it. We did what we needed to do.
Yeah. And it was such a big thing because we kicked 100 points. It's like, oh, well, they did it now. I'm like, they didn't do shit. Like, they should have done 150. Like, you serious? Then it was Collingwood.
That was gross. Oh. Still remember where I was sitting. The family next to me left half time. Enough. They walked out. They were like, nah, not doing it today. I was like, fair enough. Fuck.
But even still, like, the margin wasn't huge, was it? What was the margin?
28 points.
Yeah, none of them were fucking blowouts like that.
And we lose them in the last, and always in the fourth, man. Like,
Yeah.
if we don't lay down from the start and get like 50-point rapings by half time, and then slowly crawl away, kick like 8 goals, won, in like a quarter of footy, it's like, who is this team?
Okay.
And then lose by 3 kicks. Like, how does that happen?
Carlton.
Classic.
I don't understand it. No one else does it, do they? Is it just us?
No, there would be.
Who else does it that consistently?
What?
Lay down in the first half and just cop a beating, and then in the third kick like 10 goals straight to come back and then lose by like 3 kicks.
I'm not sure we've ever done that.
No, you know what I'm saying, man. You're a dickhead. You know what I'm saying. You're such a moron. You know what I'm saying.
I feel like, I don't know. Yeah,
It doesn't happen that often anymore.
Last year we definitely did. Last year we were doing that. This year we were fucking always in games. Or we were getting out. We were down by 6 or so goals, and then
our defense was still good even when we were losing.
Yeah.
That's where there was a bit of a difference. It was like, we actually didn't concede 80, 100 points. but like
No, but
we
we
just
don't-
couldn't
we
score.
don't
We just can't
Score.
kick more than 30.
Yeah.
We don't kick.
Yeah, we were putting our defence under the most pressure because of the way we used the ball, and they were still kind of standing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Go outside of the streak, right? Say the first half of the year, did you ever feel confident going into a game?
Richmond round 1, North round 4.
Richmond round 1, I did. And I was flat as, like, at the siren.
I was confident against the Giants because I thought I liked the Geelong win round 2. At
Yeah.
the time, we didn't know Geelong were going to become the Geelong that they ended up being. At the time, it's like they won the flag. That's them,
They're Geelong.
and
yeah.
they were good that night. Jeremy Cameron kicked 5 or 6.
Yeah, he kicked
Geelong
more
is
than-
generally a good team. They've been a
Yeah.
good team for 20 years. Like
7 or 8, yeah.
So that for me was like, we're not even playing well and we're beating Geelong.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I had this false sense of like, oh, we're on the right track. We're not perfect, but you don't want to
Once
be...
it clicks,
once it clicks, you don't
Yeah.
want to be peaking too early. That's why I thought we were okay.
Certainly didn't.
what a problem. Peaking too early.
But we peaked at the right time.
But that stretch of Collingwood, Melbourne, Essendon, that like period was, yeah.
Yeah.
that Essendon game, like, we should have been 5 or 6 goals up half time,
So
and then we got fucking smashed in that. We could not touch it.
after Collingwood was Sydney. 26 points.
Oh, yeah.
In Sydney.
Started well.
Yeah.
Started okay, but,
Yeah.
but we weren't getting the reward on the scoreboard. We had all the play,
Yeah,
all
we
the
did,
scoring
yeah.
shots.
There.
Charlie, it hit Charlie that night. It affected him. He didn't kick straight that night.
Yep. That night, Charlie kicked
1 goal, 3 from memory.
from memory. Who do you think you are, man?
You've changed.
Test my memory.
You've changed, Terry.
Yeah.
Charlie. Where is he? Oh, he's way down. 1 goal, 3. Yeah. 1 goal, 3. 4 tackles.
I do this.
So, next week, Carlton, Melbourne, 17 points. And that was when I spat the dummy. And I said, nah,
Asta.
I'm done. And there's a photo of me from that night. And I'm just like, nah. My mate got up. She had a scarf. She's like dancing, fucking full, like, crotch thrusting. I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes, man. Bon voyage. She was leaving to go to Europe. I'm like, just get out of my face. All right. Following week, Carlton, Essendon. 34 points to Essendon.
Yeah, fuck, I was angry that game.
I switched. I was just like, nah. On the couch, I said, what am I doing? And I just stopped. I put on a Van Damme movie.
I just can't ever switch off. I just can't do it.
I think I...
I can. Oh,
Can't do it.
yeah, I can.
What's your coping? Like, how do you... What's your thing that you...
Just sit in the chat and just fucking get angry.
That's
Send memes.
Yeah, I
started eating. I started like on fan cams. I would get like HSP. Fuck this, man. Fuck this. Yeah.
HSP.
Okay. I move.
Big, greasy, garlicky, sweaty mess.
Give a fuck.
Fuck it. You need a lot of dart. Just punch a dart one day.
Yeah.
Just, I'm done.
In the moment, yeah, I'm pretty pissed. But I move on pretty quickly. Now,
Yeah.
these days I move on really quickly.
Yeah.
I used to hate, like, days. It was like I was a player.
Same.
I'd just be like,
Same.
fucking filthy.
Same. It's taken a long time to get...
Yeah.
I'm angry for the moment, then for the out. This look at this way. This year was new level low.
Yeah.
Like that Melbourne game. After that, I was just like, I had nothing left because I'd started the year by going to as many games as I could. I don't think I missed a game for the first, for the first season. For the first half of the season, I don't think I missed a single game other than obviously interstaters, and then just had nothing left, man. And it's just, look, what am I doing?
So it was sad.
Yeah,
It was sad. It was sad. It was
sad. That's the best way to
It was
say
sad
it.
because we care.
Yeah.
You know, people care and like
And that's what I mean. So
holding on to this fucking dream.
I was shitty. I'd switch off and then just play PlayStation or just do something to entertain myself. And I'd just put it out of my head. Team didn't exist after that.
Yeah.
I'd watch your review, the wrap up, like the next day or the day
Why?
after. And I'm just like, yeah, nah.
No.
I feel bad for the guy. He's got to do this content whether he likes it or not.
This is how bad it got for Blake. He was like, I'm fucking going for Tassie. team that doesn't even fucking exist. It's like, I fucking can't do it anymore. I'm fucking, when Tassie come in, I'm going for Tassie.
After last year and finally getting him on the train again, to see that shit for
I was
4 months. Yeah,
did not expect that at all.
What?
Yeah.
Let's go through the winning streak now.
Yeah, come on.
Go on, mate.
All right.
Don't leave us in the hole.
Let's just.
I don't want to be there anymore.
This is a happy one.
Yeah,
This is a happy pod.
It's a happy pod.
I'm wrapped. That's it. Done.
So, all right, after us, then, all right, boys, back it up.
I literally did.
See you next year.
I got a suitcase and I left.
You got used to it.
I literally got a suitcase and left. So we have the bye, and then Thursday, June 29. This started next week. That's when I landed in Greece, and Carlton beat Hawthorn that weekend.
Gold Coast?
Nah, Carlton Hawthorn. 60 points.
Skip Gold Coast?
Yeah.
Did I? Yeah. Which one?
Gold Coast was before Hawthorn.
Yeah.
And after Essendon. It was a Sunday.
No, wait a second. It just says bye round 15.
Yeah, before the bye.
Before the bye round 14. Gold Coast, sorry. Yep.
Quarter time. That was still dog shit.
Yeah.
And then they kicked 9 in the second quarter, and it's like...
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I remember watching that.
And Gold Coast were up and about at the time. As in, they were in the...
I didn't go to the game. I watched it at home on TV.
Yeah.
Because I said I would not go to any more games, period, for the rest of the season. And I watched it at home on TV. And I felt like a dickhead. Not because we won, but because, like, this is the last game before I leave to go overseas. I should be watching this.
Yeah.
I wasn't working. I had no obligations, nothing.
Man, there was 26,000 people. Yeah, there were 26,000 people there. It was, like, silent.
Yeah.
And I remember, fuck
We'd been burnt hard. Fucking, we were crispy.
I did. I think I ended up doing half a podcast or something by the first part of it, and then I tuned in, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Bandwagoner.
No, fuck, idiot. Bandwagon. I nearly got a tat done. Premier's 23. You know?
Imagine how he was feeling after Essendon. Like, what have I done?
You don't do that, man. You don't commit to that shit. Sorry.
I mean, you can always get the 3 removed and just, like, tattoo over it with the 4. Right? 8. Yeah, or an 8.
It turns into an 8 so easily. All right. So then it's the bye. Mm-hmm. And then Hawthorn. 60 points.
Good win.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched it. I didn't watch that because I was in transit.
I won a free hot dog that day.
Won a free hot dog. At the game.
This was so serious.
Yeah, we were sitting in M17, the bay, and they gave the entire bay a free hot dog, and they came down with hot dogs. I don't even eat hot dogs. It's like, oh, fucking oath, give me that.
Today I do.
Tomato sauce and mustard.
Carlton beat Hawthorn 60 points. I want a free hot dog.
Yeah.
It's a good memory.
That's in the almanac somewhere, man. Terry D won a free hot dog on this day. Okay. Round 17. Where are we? Round 17.
Round 17.
Let's test your
West
memory.
Coast?
Oh, come on, please. Call yourself a fan.
Freo.
Yeah, Freo.
Away.
53 points.
Matt Kennedy kicked a goal out of that stoppage.
Yeah, that was a good win.
That was the one where Wiedering said where they believed, it's clicked.
Yeah.
Away to Freo. Because Freo, again, they ended poorly, but like they were like one of the contenders there. Yeah.
They might have been in the 8 of that. They were 6th or 7th, I think.
Probably.
At that point.
Who stood out in that game?
Cripps was good. Cherry kicked 2 goals.
Cherry,
did that celebration.
Yeah.
Okay. We got
Walsh was good.
round
Wiedering was good. He got 3 votes that game.
round 18.
That was West Coast.
Nope.
Really? Like, thank you.
Nope.
What was it? Round 18?
Yep.
So Freo, then we've come back.
It was a pansy.
Oh, it was fucking Port Adelaide.
Port Adelaide.
At Marvel. The
Port
best
Adelaide.
performance that we saw of them, I think.
I was so confident going into that game.
Really?
So confident. So confident. Saying to guys at work, like, we will win.
Harry got injured that game.
Yeah.
Hurt his knee.
That's
but
right,
I felt like before that, and in the end, whatever, like won by 50, I was like, that's when it actually looked its best as a system. We broke them down
They were
everywhere.
second, I think. weren't
Yeah, they'd won 13 in a row.
they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Round 19.
That was Collingwood, wasn't it, the next week?
Carlton v West Coast.
Oh, was it? Yeah, that's
71
right.
points.
Charlie kicked 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
Walsh was good. I think Walsh did his hammy.
Yeah.
Walsh
Second
did his
quarter or
hammy, but
something,
he
yeah.
was like looking ridiculously
Yeah,
good.
he was dominating.
Then did his hammy, so we lost him.
Yeah.
Round 20.
That was
Collingwood
Collingwood.
v Carlton. 17 points.
Best.
I watched this
That
game.
was fucking sick.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it live though because I still remember this. I just got him back. I just got him back from Spain. So
Yeah.
I'd done when I went to Europe, I did a week and a half or something in Greece, and then I did Spain, Morocco, Portugal, Spain for 10, 11 days, and then made way back to Greece. So when I got back to Greece, I just said I'm vegging out. Booked a seaside Airbnb. It's just beach and except lots of the time with coffees. That's it, right? I woke up and everyone was losing their minds. Collingwood, I'm like, huh? And I was asleep. And I'd spent 3 days just drinking coffee and booze and eating and just sleeping on the beach. So I was in a weird state of mind. I've woken up
Got no clothes.
what are they talking about? What? We beat Collingwood, and the chat was just blown. So over the next 10 hours, I basically watched the game in between shit. It was 3 a.m. and I was in bed with an earpiece, just watching it, and just my eyes were just raccooned out, and I was just getting G'd up. I felt I was going to get up and scream, "Duh!" And I ended up watching it again. I watched the whole replay again, over the next 24 hours. And my one takeaway was we didn't just beat him. We beat him into the ground.
Smashed him.
Didn't let him get anything going.
Gorbel flattered him in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
37, 38 in the third. Mate,
Yeah.
it was over.
After that, that's when I was confident. Because the last month before that was sort of sketchy to me because I was overseas.
Yeah.
But that game I watched twice. You know what I mean?
And they were full strength.
Yeah.
And we lost Chera half-time to the hamstring. Dow came on, I think, at half-time.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of
Yeah. We even took our best player off at halftime and they still couldn't get fucking close.
yeah. Charlie had him mesmerised that.
Yeah.
They did not know how to deal with him. They just kept giving away free kicks.
Yeah. Kick 6, I think, didn't he?
I had a lot of arguments with people online at that point because there were still all the doubters. It's because Collingwood didn't really put that much effort in because of it. And we beat Port. We ended a streak there, then destroyed the team to beat.
Were they missing Dacos then? Or
No. That's when he got injured. He
got injured the
he
week
didn't play
after.
The week after.
Yeah. That's right, the week after. against
Yeah, and
Hawthorn.
then I was coming out saying, he must have been playing hurt. I'm like, are you kidding? We beat the man who was the man. Do you know what I mean? To be the man, you beat the man.
Yeah, we
Part of the
passed them.
story was we needed to beat Collingwood to atone for last year. And we hadn't seen them beat Collingwood since 2017.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that how long it was?
Because 2021 we were in lockdown.
Yeah.
At the MCG in front of no one. So as in fans going and seeing.
Yeah. Okay. Round 21.
Melbourne? Saints. Melbourne.
Saints.
That was sick.
Saints.
That was a good... Yeah, I was at that game. Yeah.
I was so happy about that.
Back in there fucking
We were
spot,
looking
man.
average in this first half. It was but I still thought, no, fuck, I think we can overrun them. We were down by 4 goals at halftime, weren't we?
Nah, I down by 2, I think.
2, yeah.
Check. And I feel like St Kilda had something crazy 51 tackles in the half, and then we just broke them mentally. In the
Yeah, we did,
half. I think we were down by 2.
A goal from Akers.
But they will be, yeah.
And down.
Tackles for the game.
They're in the
was
80s, I think. But they had
79 to 62.
they had 51 at halftime or something crazy.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. I remember I just gotten back from Sydney. I didn't get to go to the game, but I watched it. And I was just like, fat.
At that point, it was fucking how good's this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've never seen 5 in a row.
I was just glad to have beaten St Kilda because I can't fucking stand
I
St.
can't cop it.
They're the worst games to go to physically, to go to games. I hate St. games.
It's their supporters.
They get up for it. They,
Yeah.
they just do. They want to beat us.
Yeah. Yeah, they love beating us.
Next game, 22, Carlton v Melbourne, 4 points.
That was so good.
Crazy. I thought we fell over the line a little bit that night.
I think, look, we didn't get lucky. Luck was on our side.
Yeah.
The shit that had to happen happened.
Yeah.
We were in it the whole game.
Yeah,
We didn't
yeah.
take the foot off, and it just happened to roll our way. I reckon that's what it was. It happened to roll our way.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'll take it. But
Yeah.
to beat Melbourne,
Yeah, gave him a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it was massive.
That's when the crowd was peaking,
Yeah.
oh my God, we're about to blow this whole competition
Yeah.
apart now.
yeah, 100%.
Destiny.
Round Destiny. Round 23, against
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, well, fuck. Well, 8 goals.
Mate, down 40.
Yeah.
Down 40.
And I thought,
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's the best game I've seen anyone play this year. Charlie that day was like...
Yeah, that was big, yeah. I just remember our chat, like, how the fuck can we've gone back to the old Carlton? Like, how has this
that
happened?
panic.
Yeah, it's like, fuck.
The chat, like...
It's a roller coaster.
I love it when, like, yeah, if I'm working or I've just stopped paying attention to it, I'm just watching the game, then I look up and just see, like, fucking 50 messages between 4 blokes just going off.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, people just... The emotions, man. Like,
You see it.
Someone's had enough. Someone's in love, you know. Someone's leaving their wife. Someone's getting married. Like, what the fuck, man? What are you doing? Like, it's just on and off.
Yeah.
All right. Last round. GWS. We put the cue in the rack.
Yeah,
we didn't give a fuck. And I left that game thinking, whatever.
Yeah.
We're in. Who gives a shit?
It would have been different if we had because what was it if the Saints had won or something, and we could have still dropped from 5th?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, it ended up being
It was
ruined because of what happened with Adelaide and Sydney.
Yeah.
With Ben Keys kicking the goal and, like, the review system. So
6:10 Sunday. Fucking shittest time. 6:10 Sunday, and then it was... Yeah, we knew we had 5th spot sewn up.
Didn't matter.
then the Swans.
Swans, 74-68, 6 points.
Started perfectly. Doc first goal, Charlie second goal. Like, let's fucking go.
Within a couple of minutes, like, it was huge.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Were you there?
Of course I was.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
How'd you go?
How did I go?
How'd you go?
It was...
You left at quarter time.
Nah, it was emotional.
I saw you before that game.
Nah, I saw you before the Melbourne game.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, Melbourne game. Yeah. Yeah, it was... I didn't think that... Going from the D's game, like during the season, the last one, I thought that was the peak of emotion ever in recent history. Sydney was like next, and I was just like, what? Like, how? You know, like, there is this love. Like, I was just...
Sydney gets overshadowed because of Melbourne, but Sydney was really good.
Yeah, Sydney, I can't take away from it.
Yeah,
I was just shocked after the game. Yeah, mate of mine caught me outside. Like, mate of mine that goes to, like, you know, as many games as I do, like, always messaging about it and all that shit. He actually messaged me, like, after the games, called me. He's just like, where are you? I'm like, yeah, gate 5, whatever. It's like, done. Like, I'm here, la, la, la. Just see me, he's just doing the da-da-da-da-da. He's just screaming.
Yeah, man.
We ended up going for a drink. It was just, yeah. I knew that this is it. We've done it. Yeah, Melbourne v Carlton. 2 points.
One of the best nights of my life. Genuinely.
Seriously, same.
Like, it was fucking phenomenal.
Divine intervention.
It was
that
incredible.
game made me believe in God.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
a god.
like just hugging strangers. Like, it was just like, I just remember after, just like, what the fuck just happened? What just happened? That last bit of play was, man.
I know.
Because Melbourne kept missing.
Yeah.
And usually it tells you, like, it's a sign. Like, so Gawn misses the set shot.
Yeah.
Then he misses the other one on the boundary line. The check side hits. Pickett misses.
Yeah.
Fritsch misses. And I'm like, it's got to cut. Like, we're going to have a chance. We're going to have a moment. And then when Doc, I don't know how Doc had space to get that ball turn around, but I remember, like, the seas parted and, like, you could hear the stadium stand up.
Yeah. That was such a good kick from Hollins.
Yeah.
Such a good kick.
Yeah.
And you hear the commentary, it annoys me that I watch it, and BT's like, the kick isn't good to Doherty or whatever he says. I'm like, fucking beautiful kick.
Yeah.
And then Doherty off.
Spinning, like, taking the market.
You just see the options he had. Like, he had, I think it was Kennedy and Kemp, and then McGovern, and like, he just knew where to go.
Yeah.
Which one was the game where Akers didn't get the ball, but he ran into oncoming traffic just to create a contest? Was that Melbourne or was that Sydney?
Wasn't it Melbourne during the season?
I think it was that same Melbourne final, just before he kicked the goal. There's a passage where he, like, the ball's coming this way. He's not even going for the ball. He just, like, and he's got one arm like this because he's hit, and he just, like, literally just runs into oncoming traffic. It's
just to
create a contest.
Yeah.
Heroic.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Heroic.
That kick from Doc going forward. You see McGovern body block. Just
the fake.
Yeah.
I love the fake. Just the
Perfect.
pretend. Yeah.
perfect positioning, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's footy intelligence.
Yeah, it was
You know what
never
I mean?
going for that mark. It was just a pure block. It should have been a free kick, but
Should it be a free kick? Because he technically looked like he was going for a mark.
He was smart. He was smart
yeah,
the
it
way he
was
did
like it was a fake little
Yeah. Oh, I'm going for the
flimsy.
ball.
Yeah,
Yeah. I thought
but he turned and looked at the last minute. So yeah,
Blake has missed that kick initially because he's dribbled it. And
yeah.
I'm like, it came within like fucking 20 centimetres of the post. My heart stopped. And then I just saw everyone just erupting. And that was it, man.
Siren went. And it was like,
Oh man,
I
was
watched
incredible.
that replay. And then just the last bit after it's gone through.
Yeah.
Just watching Cripps raise his arms, gone on the ground, just like having a tanty.
the last 2 minutes. Yeah, I've watched that
Yeah. So many times.
ridiculous amount of times.
And then you find the edits on Insta, with the Titanic music and all that shit. And it's just you relive it all over again. It's like,
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, it's
I
so
can't.
good.
I'm torn between greatest moments of footy now. Because for me, the Murphy goal in Freo was
Yeah.
always going to be up there just because I literally physically cried at the end of it because I was just like, swan song, you know what I mean? Like, he's fucking done it. And it's that between that and Melbourne. Like,
I was in bed with the flu that day. I still remember it
I watched it by
when
myself.
Murphy kicked it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm torn because they're like,
Oh, nothing for me. Nothing compares to that semi-final.
nothing.
No game I've ever been to.
Nothing.
okay. Oh, yeah, we've got one more game. We've actually got one more game.
Oh,
Brizzy.
mate, quarter time at Brizzy.
Fuck, we are going to a granny.
Yeah, because it's like, the rule. You can play away, you got to, like, start well.
Yeah,
Don't let the home crowd get into it. It's like you got to kick the first 2, maybe 3. So we do that. I'm like,
5.
big tick. 4.
Oh.
And then it's Doc as well. And then
Yeah.
5's Charlie. I'm like, all right. Well, that's the perfect start.
we were just all over them. They couldn't touch it.
Yeah, they couldn't touch it.
Could not get near it.
It's Harry.
You got your head on your chin.
We miss Harry. We miss, there's Harry and then there's Harry.
Yeah,
Like, when Harry's on, we're unstoppable.
I forget how big he is.
Mate,
I don't know why. Like,
it's Ruckman.
he commands the ground. He
That's what
marks
I mean,
it here,
like-
and everyone's got to move away from him. It's just
Yeah,
he's so special to what we do.
I don't know what it is. Like, when you see him standing next to some of the other players, he's just this monster.
it's huge. Yeah.
Like, why isn't he not using that just to, you know what I mean?
That's what'll come next.
Like,
Yeah.
there are smaller players out there that monster over players that are bigger than them just because they just have that intent and they impose themselves into the contest. I feel Harry doesn't do it.
He focuses on his speed in the off season as opposed to like he really hones in on his speed so we can get off his man off the mark, which in theory makes sense. But we don't kick the ball to his advantage on the lead for him to use that speed.
No, it's always
Yeah.
a pattern.
It's always up on
like
his head.
sitting, just a sitter
Yeah.
kick.
Yeah.
What would you say about, was it tall and athletic?
TDK.
Yeah, no, it wasn't TDK. I said, why are we chasing someone or why have we got someone? He said, well, tall and athletic.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And that's when I remember seeing Harry standing there. I'm like, he's not even tall and athletic. He's just fucking big.
Yeah.
He's got size on him. He's got size on him. He should be literally just killing players. Like for the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
If you're tall and can run all day,
Yeah.
mate, any club will take you.
Harry rips
If
a
Mason
guy's
Cox
heart
can learn
out
how to
of his
kick.
body on the field.
Like Kano.
Eats it in front of 56,000 people at the MCG.
Brutality.
Hilarious.
I didn't realise we only lost by 16.
Yep.
I thought it was more.
Man, we had our chance in that last quarter too.
I was at a birthday and we're all watching it. And it was just one of those things where I was just drinking and talking to people while trying to watch it, and there's like people running around. So I was invested in it, but not entirely like how I've been the rest of the season. That's why I said at the end of it, like, yeah, right, whatever.
Mm.
Do you call it a successful season?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Again, devil's advocate. Well, you didn't make grand final. That's not a successful season. I'm like, yeah, but
You look
We made
at
the
where we
prelim.
were halfway
No,
through
there's
the
a
year.
process.
Yeah.
process. I mean, all you can really hope for is improvement from the year before, let's be honest.
Yeah.
This theory of like, we should be winning a flag. Really? I think I realised how hard it is to win a flag properly this year. Like, I was like, fuck. You can't not make top 4.
There were so many gun teams, man.
Yeah,
it
man.
seems that you didn't think we were going to do anything that did do shit.
Yeah. You
know what I mean?
you get what you deserve, and Collingwood actually got so far ahead that they were able to kind of they were able to afford a bad patch at the end.
Yeah.
Because they just won. They kept winning.
Yeah.
I think footy in itself is so much harder these days where you can't just have one dominant full forward that just bags them and that's it. You know, it's literally you got to be elite.
100%.
You can't make mistakes, you know? Man,
Yeah.
think about the stories from the 80s, man, where these players were drinking fucking beers at half time and having darts, you know what I mean? Compare the athletes from the 80s to the athletes now and the precision of, ball work, you know what I mean?
Well, they weren't full time. They weren't even.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a whole different league now. It's not just a matter of, you should be winning the flag every year. It's like, do you know how fucking hard it is to win the, like you said? You know what I mean? So much more goes into it now. It's ruthless. That's probably the best way to describe it. So, what now? Is like a flag then next year.
Improve on next year.
I think we officially have become a contender, and our window is officially open.
It is.
Whether the window is 3 years, 4 or 5, I don't know, might be 1. I think the window now is open, and we're a contender.
When did Kennedy come back?
Came back for
Last game?
Melbourne.
No, he didn't pull up for the last game, did he?
Came back for Brisbane.
Was it Brisbane? I know
His first game back, or was
I
he
think it
sub
was.
against Melbourne? He was sub against Melbourne.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. When did he dip out?
missed
Freo kicked our first goal from that stoppage in the forward 50, and then he hurt himself afterwards straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's like 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think we've played many games with a full squad.
No.
Our first off the preferred.
Mate, wait till Zach Williams is in this team.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Williams.
Bro.
Yeah.
Where would you put him?
Halfback.
Yeah, it has to go halfback.
He's our Coleman. You know, Caden Coleman, these Sinclairs,
Yep.
that's who he is for us.
Yeah, that's huge in. So good.
You go Kemp and Williams in. I'm talking about the prelim team. Kemp and Williams
Chincotta's
in
probably out.
for Chincotta and Boyd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you keep Boyd in or you keep Chincotta in, you put Zach Williams half forward. But I just think Zach Williams is a half back.
He's a halfback. 100%.
Yeah.
When did Zach Williams drop out?
He did his knee in pre-season.
Was it pre-season?
Yeah.
I feel like I've watched him play one game.
Missed the whole year.
This year. Didn't play a single game all year.
Seriously?
And he came back for the Collingwood game last year and he missed fucking 6 or 7, and he was probably our best on ground that game.
Yeah. He is hungry. I actually met him properly this year.
Yeah.
Did you? Where?
Yeah. At the club. We did an interview at the start of the year after he did his knee. That was really good because I think I felt that the fan base needed to hear from him just as a human, because he used to cop a lot. The internet's just savage.
Yeah.
And then I met him at the club on the banner nights. Really nice guy, but he's seeing someone's eyes when they're
Hungry.
hurting.
They're hurting, yeah.
Yeah, and in a way, I think it's good for him.
How old's Williams?
29.
Yeah.
Had a baby. Oh, she's 1. Sorry, she's 1. So I think we've got a few of them happening too. They're becoming dads. They're becoming men. They're not fucking around and getting injured, and they're committing themselves.
How long would Williams have left, though?
3 years, 4 years.
Yeah.
You reckon?
30's not the end anymore. You can go 33, 34.
If you're a good ball user and a good decision maker,
yeah,
you can play. Look, I feel like finals was not about who was quicker, who was more skilled, it was who was more clean.
Yeah.
If you're clean in traffic,
yeah.
How good does it look when Carlton's on and they link up from half back line or whatever? It's just you jump out of your seat, man.
Yeah, it's exciting.
You literally get chills, man. It's just they're doing it. They're fucking doing it. Like what we've been saying this entire time.
they got healthy too for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
Why is our injuries list that bad? What are they doing?
Not now.
Yeah,
No, not now. Yeah, but it's been
Why was
forever.
it?
Yeah.
Mate, it could be so many things. Their bodies are maturing. Their recovery might not be as
Second
detailed
puberty.
and meticulous as what they were at the start. I personally think it's because there's a little bit more fear put into them by the club with like a 1-year deal now for a lot of them instead of, oh, you got 3 years.
Yeah.
You can't get complacent. There's no pressure. Like O'Brien was playing games. Ollie Hollands come... What are you laughing at? As in Hollands comes...
It's abuse. Abuse.
Hollands comes in, takes O'Brien's spot, but
Yeah.
before that, we were relying on Lockie O'Brien to be the winger of the team that's going to move us forward. And
I just...
at some point, it's got to be about wins.
I'm going to go at some point, but you know what? After I edit this one and it's up, I'm going to go back to the first episode we did, and I want to hear where you guys stand on certain players. 'Cause I'm pretty sure...
I reckon I backed in Lockie
I
O'Brien.
reckon you did. I'm willing to bet you did.
And when he earned the contract for last year he was good.
Good.
Lockie O'Brien earned a 2-year deal last year.
Yeah, but when I think of Lockie O'Brien, I don't think of anyone that's like marquee, man. Like,
Yeah, I get you, mate.
you know what I mean? It's like, look, it's like always, right?
He can't all be marquee, though.
No, I'm not saying you don't all have to be marquee.
No, I
but,
get what you mean. Like,
take
Hollands is
Ollie's-
not a marquee, but Hollands is got a bit
Okay,
of...
take Cottrell.
Yes.
Okay, let's use Cottrell as the example.
Yeah.
I think of Cottrell, and I don't think of like, you know, Coleman's or fucking BNFs or whatever, but I think of a dude that'll turn up, bust his gut, have an impact, you know, can count on him to do whatever you need him to do, and be that player. Cottrell's probably the best example, man. You know what I mean? O'Brien, like, never would have thought that, man.
Crazy. Pick
Yeah.
3 and pick 10 from one draft. We like off the list.
For O'Brien,
O'Brien was 10.
are you serious?
That was
That was
3.
3, yeah.
O'Brien was 10?
Yeah, bro. Oh. Buster.
What the fuck are we doing?
Buster, man.
What are we doing?
What were
Was
we
that
doing?
that
was your boy Sauce.
Sauce, was that a Sauce
Yeah,
pick?
mate.
He's trying to get everyone back.
Rounding up the gang.
He'll probably take O'Brien as a rookie, too.
Yeah.
So, fucking have him.
True.
GWS, and then he's come to Carlton and brought him back over. Then he's moved to St Kilda and he's trying to get everyone in again.
Oh, that's actually a good segue. I think I was anti getting rid of Stocker.
Yeah, you were. You liked Stocker.
I loved the way he, you know, went
I
about.
thought he had some grunt.
I think it was the right move in the end.
Got dropped for a final at Saints, too. Yeah, I think he was the only one that showed any fucking real grunt. We didn't have anyone that had any
Yeah.
cunt in them. And he was like...
He was protective.
He'd stand up for players, and which none of them
exactly
did.
that. Protective,
Yeah.
like when there was a bit of something going on, he'd stand up.
Yeah.
I started seeing that this year a bit. Boys were
Oh, big
back
time,
each
yeah.
other.
Collectively, yeah.
Yeah, they'd all do it.
Cripps
Yeah.
became a bit of an enforcer.
And that's what I mean. You got
Yeah.
people like Cripps and Harry should just walk in and monster these
100%.
dickheads.
That's what's next for Harry.
Yeah.
To like start acting your size, mate. Like,
Yeah, man.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you just said it. So
Yeah, like Newman as well. Newman would be first over to, you know, fly the flag. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I love seeing it, especially when we were shit and they actually backed each other in. Like, at least that gave you some hope that they actually want to be there and they care about each other.
I got a little bit mad at him against Collingwood the first time because I started the fight at quarter time and I was like,
Oh,
what the fuck are you guys doing? Scoreboard, you fucking idiot anyway. You can never make a fan happy.
look at the school.
Bring out the tarps.
Oh, you love them.
Mate.
They were on point.
Cried. You have made me cry a couple of
Yeah,
times.
the memes this year, man. I had nothing
Like,
left.
crying of laughter, mate.
I've got to make a best of. Surely, yeah. I think I will. I've got to have them somewhere on my phone. All right. So then, okay. So what's left then? What have we did? Who is actually left? We got
We've done them.
Kenny.
Elijah Hollands came in.
Yeah,
Got the picks for like the Campo twins next year.
I haven't seen. You keep telling me they're guns. One over the other though.
One's an absolute gun. There's a Ben that's an absolute gun.
Ben's good.
But they're both good players.
But that's also why O'Brien fell out. Because it's
Yeah.
like, we've got Hollands.
Yeah.
Campo Alley boys are coming next year.
Hollands, Cottrell, Akers.
What are you going to do? Got Akers.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll finish in top 4?
Yeah.
I think that's the expectation, yeah.
I think it'll be a bit more consistent rather than half and half a year. Unless Carlton's just that type of team where we're a bit... No.
We can't now. No. That second half was... It clicked. And
It did click.
We're not going back to that.
True.
Cannot go back to
Mark your words.
You know what's weird? In a funny way that our competitive advantage and the strength of our club is how long we were shit for, and a lot of them are still there. So they're all collectively knowing we're not going backwards. We're not living through that again.
No.
So that's where I've got a bit of confidence.
That's where my faith comes in. Voss, he won't accept
correct.
that shit anymore.
No.
You will get dropped.
Yeah.
You will get dropped, whether you like it or not. Too bad, so sad.
It has to be that way.
Yeah.
Club's done a good... Man, listen, this is the first year in a long time where, like, the club as a whole, CEO, president, like, fuck, there's no noise about...
No.
Get rid of him, sack him. Like, you kind of have to give them a chance to prove themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you trust them.
Did you see that scheduling thing? The AFL one floated.
Done it.
Is that official?
Think it's going to happen.
Fuck.
Really?
Don't say that.
They're going to move round one.
Yeah.
We're not playing on Thursday against the Tigs anymore.
Why? So they want
They want to bring more to Sydney, to New South Wales. So it's like GWS Collingwood.
They don't care about footy in New South Wales.
I don't give a fuck, no.
They don't care. All my family and friends there, every time you go there and talk about footy, they bring up the NRL or something. Like, no, like actual footy, man. Yeah,
I think they're banking on people coming from interstate, which...
Oh, yeah, okay, because airfares and accommodations at an all-time low right now. Yeah, no worries.
That was a fuck around for Brisbane.
I was
Absolutely slaughtered.
ready to go to
Whatever.
Brisbane, and I just looked at preliminary flights, and it was like $1,000. I'm like, you kidding? Spend less to go to Dubai.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did that guy that won the tickets go?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
That is actually really cool.
That was wild.
I remember watching it
wild.
thinking...
Yeah.
He
So
didn't
the guy
seem
went,
legit,
and then the kid afterwards, the community ended up chipping in for his flights.
He got it, yeah, okay.
9 people messaged me after the stream ended and said,
Crazy.
and I sent them his bank details, and he went because he had family in Queensland.
Yeah, that's so good.
17-year-old kid. Yeah,
That's actually really cool.
man, crazy,
Yeah, so good.
crazy. Even the guy that gave up the package got COVID,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
gave
agree.
up the whole flights, accommodation.
Crazy.
Just, yeah.
So that Sydney fixture shit, what is it? Is it 2 games in Sydney and then none in Melbourne?
Not sure. No, I think it's only a couple. I think it's like the first 2 games.
Yeah, and then the next week, Carlton Richmond.
Or no, yeah, like as in we play on the Saturday or something.
No, I thought it was a week split.
I thought it was split.
There was 2 games the first week.
Oh, that's awful
And
if
then the
that's
next
the
week
case.
we play on the Thursday night.
That's absolutely awful.
But it was like Collingwood Giants and someone else was playing. Maybe Sydney.
That's what I thought it was.
Come on.
I thought it was like a split round where
It is, yeah.
2 Sydney games in
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday.
2 games in the first week. What a fucking
Yeah, and then
lead balloon. Like, fuck.
we just had like record numbers with all the Melbourne teams. You know what I
Everyone's
mean?
revved for the first fucking week of...
Let's go to GWS. Let's go to Bankstown. You know what I mean? And play in
So
front of
stupid.
18,000 people.
So stupid.
And who are you going to have, man? Sydney, West Coast. You know what I mean?
yeah.
To
Something
start the
stupid.
season, fucking 2 games. And then, you know...
It'll become a colloquial meme where it's like, yeah, the footy doesn't start until round 2. Do you know what I mean?
It'll never happen again.
What's that? Oh, this thing. Yeah, if they do it. Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to try things.